The Shenzhen conference hall buzzed with anticipation in late 2025. The world's automotive press expected a routine BYD update. Instead, they witnessed a revolution. On stage, Wang Chuanfu, BYD's founder, calmly announced the global launch of the BYD Seagull, an electric vehicle starting at just under $10,000. The price was unthinkable, a figure Western automakers had dismissed as impossible for years. This wasn't just a new car, it was a declaration of war on the global auto industry. For years, Detroit, Wolfsburg, and Tokyo saw BYD as a regional player. They were wrong. Wang's announcement signaled BYD's global ambitions. The $10,000 price tag was a direct challenge to a century-old industry order. The room erupted into frantic activity, analysts and journalists scrambling to process the news. How could BYD build a safe, modern EV for the price of a used gas sedan? The implications were staggering. For consumers, it was a dream. For legacy automakers, a nightmare. Western companies were already struggling with high costs and painful transitions. BYD, an EV native, had spent decades building the ecosystem its rivals were now desperate to replicate. The $10,000 car was the result of a long, deliberate plan. The world had just been put on notice. The automotive landscape would never be the same. The BYD Seagull wasn't a bare-bones vehicle. It boasted features like a rotating 10-inch screen, modern safety systems, and a range of over 300 kilometers. The design was sleek, appealing to buyers from Europe to Indonesia. But BYD's real bombshell? It would license its entire EV platform, including its blade battery and operating system, to any automaker. The message: if you can't beat us, join us. For a fee, struggling automakers could leapfrog years of R&D and put their badge on a world-class EV. This move turned BYD from competitor to potential partner, forcing legacy automakers into a dilemma: keep spending billions to catch up, or license BYD's tech and risk becoming a marketing shell. The blade battery, using affordable lithium iron phosphate chemistry, was a game-changer: safer, denser, and cheaper. BYD's vertical integration, making nearly every component in-house, was its superpower. While others juggled global suppliers, BYD controlled its destiny and its costs. Global stock markets reacted instantly. The day after BYD's announcement, shares of Ford, GM, Volkswagen, and others plummeted. Billions in value vanished overnight. The market wasn't just reacting to a new car, it was repricing the entire industry. Analysts downgraded legacy automakers, seeing no path to profitability against a $10,000 EV. The cost gap was a chasm, not a hurdle. BYD's stock soared, briefly making it one of the world's most valuable automakers. Investors saw BYD as having cracked the code to affordable mass-market EVs. The future wasn't about selling to a niche, it was about selling to everyone, everywhere. The verdict was clear: the future of the automobile was Chinese, and its name was BYD. The industry's old rules no longer applied. BYD's story began not with cars, but with batteries for mobile phones in 1995. Wang Chuanfu, a chemist, built BYD by mastering and improving battery tech. This expertise became the foundation for BYD's empire. The pivot to cars in 2003 was bold. Early models were rough, but BYD learned fast. It embraced electrification early, launching its first plug-in hybrid in 2008. Relentless investment in battery research and electric motors followed. Crucially, BYD benefited from strong Chinese government support, subsidies, research grants, and a protected supply chain. This allowed BYD to achieve unmatched vertical integration, making everything from batteries to chips in-house. When global supply chains faltered, BYD's self-reliance kept it moving. This is how BYD built a high-tech EV for an impossibly low price. BYD's cost advantage starts with its battery. As the world's second-largest battery maker, BYD's Blade battery uses cheaper LFP chemistry, slashing costs. Producing batteries at massive scale for itself and others, BYD enjoys economies no rival can match. Its vertical integration extends to semiconductors, making its own chips and insulating itself from supply shocks. BYD's factories are modern, automated, and benefit from China's lower labor costs. Years of government support built these gigafactories, now running at full speed. In contrast, Western automakers are burdened by old factories, union costs, and sprawling supplier networks. Their high-cost structure makes competing with BYD on price nearly impossible. BYD is playing a different game, and winning. The $10,000 Seagull is an existential threat to traditional automakers. The industry's old strengths, brand, design, engine performance, are now less relevant than battery cost and manufacturing scale. Automakers face a brutal choice: spend billions trying to catch up, or license BYD's platform and risk becoming a shell of their former selves. Fighting back means years of risky investment, with no guarantee of success. Meanwhile, BYD will keep innovating, widening the gap. Licensing BYD's platform could save companies from collapse, letting them focus on branding and sales. But it means ceding core technology and accepting job losses, a bitter pill for proud engineering cultures. The choice: risk fast failure by competing, or slow decline by surrendering. Every boardroom from Detroit to Stuttgart is now grappling with this dilemma. The industry's future hangs in the balance. The rules have changed, and survival means making impossible decisions. The age of easy answers is over. BYD's announcement split the world. In the West, panic set in. Politicians and unions demanded tariffs, fearing job losses and industrial decline. The era of free trade in autos seemed to be ending. In the developing world, the reaction was the opposite: excitement and hope. For billions, the Seagull made clean, modern mobility finally attainable. Governments in Brazil, Thailand, and Hungary welcomed BYD, offering incentives for local plants. For them, affordable transportation and industrial growth mattered more than debates over trade fairness. The Seagull became a symbol of a global power shift. The world's automotive map was being redrawn. The future belonged to those ready to embrace change. BYD's $10,000 car is reshaping global alliances and politics. The auto industry is now a battleground between the US and China. Western governments face a dilemma: protect jobs with tariffs, or risk higher EV prices and slower climate progress. Labor unions must fight not just for wages, but for survival. In countries welcoming BYD, new industrial jobs are emerging, shifting the global center of manufacturing. Germany faces tough choices: side with the US and risk Chinese sales, or try to balance both. The global South sees a chance to break free from Western tech dependence. Partnering with BYD offers a new path for development. The stakes are higher than ever. November 14, 2025, the launch of the BYD Seagull will be remembered as the day the world's industrial order changed. Western dominance in autos ended. A new era led by China began. BYD's strategy of vertical integration and relentless innovation rendered old business models obsolete. The West is turning inward, raising barriers, but risks missing out on the world's fastest-growing markets. The developing world is embracing affordable EVs as engines of growth and cleaner air. New supply chains and alliances are forming around China's industrial power. The world is becoming multipolar, built on the chassis of a $10,000 car. The lesson: mastery of batteries, chips, and software is the new currency of power. BYD has changed not just the car industry, but the global balance of influence. The road ahead is new, and there's no turning back.